when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pricks the conscience very quickly and sharply. So certainly a fantastic avenue for a great editorial, and one that literally wakes us up.
This is our society,
right,
and it will take me and you. That's why I always watch Johnny's Bite.
The general watches Johnny's Bite
every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
What he seeks to do is to bring attention to some of the ills or some of the problems that we have, and even though it's often very spicy, I was telling him that he could add some ketchup on the side.
Oh, you should add some ketchup. It's too hot for you, eh?
Too hot.
I don't get surprised when people criticize you, but I think you are doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And don't at all think about what people will say. Continue with the objective work that you are doing, and definitely it will help this nation, because you are not doing it for yourself, but what Ghanaians cannot say is what you are saying.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnny can give you.
No.
You no get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying, that the pressure Johnny and his people, the pressure they can give you no get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Tuesday. Today's a serious day for serious work. And just to remind you that one Ghana card is still much more valuable than 1,000 interchanges. So, which is why I got surprised that the people in Suame were demanding for roads to be fixed by their member of parliament, when in fact they have Ghana card. Why were they fighting over roads when they have Ghana card? And one Ghana card is better than 1,000 interchanges. They were fighting over those small roads in Suame and pelting, the member of parliament, the longest standing Mugabe of the constituency, the Suame constituency, with water. I don't get it. Are they trying to challenge what the vice president had said? Because these are small things. So these are small things. I mean, in the Suame area, small things that should not have even invited them. I mean, and if you think that this is petty, maybe you should be talking to the vice president. That 1,000 interchanges cannot compare to one Ghana card. And then these small roads. Honorable, good morning to you. Then he start that video again. So they are taking him to safety. The employee is being taken to safety. And by the way, I don't endorse any kind of mob action. Any kind of, I don't endorse that, people attack others. I don't endorse it. I condemn it in no uncertain terms. But then it also tells us that we are getting to a point where the Ghanaian electorate and the Ghanaian citizen is beginning to demand for answers and would not wait until the next election. If you doubt me, check the results for the e-levy. See, it's so disgraceful that the leader in parliament, and you see, Mr. Asachie comes to the table first as a member of the legislature, a leader of the legislature, and also a member of the executive. So one man, he has two hats. He is a member of two arms of government. He's a member of parliament for Suame constituency. He is the leader of government business. And then he is a minister of parliamentary affairs. So he's a member of the executive and he's a member of the legislature, which is why I asked the question the other time, how is he able to lead his side in parliament or to lead the whole of parliament to keep the executive in check? Because you can't be a member of the executive, so you are the students going to sit for the exam that you have set questions for, that you have prepared marking script from, that you finish a mark and you grade yourself. That's the situation the leader finds himself in now. And you see, even though it is not his job to be constructing the roads, the people are beginning to demand their pound of flesh now, because when the campaigns are on, politicians always find a way to tell them things they know they cannot do. Now we're talking about the fact that the contractor will come back, sometime in September. This is a national project, yada, 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 yada. But I'm sure that he stood on a campaign platform and promised them that when I come, the roads will be fixed. And these roads have been a major problem because those people there, they live, on a daily basis, if you will. What they sell is what they eat. What profit they make is what they live on. Now, if the roads are bad, so bad, and they have to get to this point, then we are in trouble. Now, another interesting thing, Suame is in the stronghold of the NPP in the Ashanti region. You see the dynamics first. The Ghanaian electorate is becoming more sophisticated. They're becoming more enlightened and emboldened. I don't support violence in any way, but I'm saying that they would demand for what is theirs. They won't have to wait until the next election. E-levy is an example. When the people said, we will not pay, it is too much for us. Government said, oh, we will pass it, my friend Stephen Amma, we will pass it, and they cannot do anything about it. Now you passed it. The people did something about it. You are not getting your targets. Now you're blaming everybody else. So the honorable leader of the House in Suame, very, very embarrassing situation yesterday. Very, very embarrassing situation. He had to take the police, and kudos to the police, that they were pelting sachets of water at such a man who is an institution when you come to our parliamentary practice here in Ghana and in Africa. But he has been there for all this while, and the problem still persists. That's why I'm asking that if the vice president said that one Ghana card, he would choose one Ghana card over 1,000 interchanges. Now, why are the people in Suame complaining when they all have Ghana cards? Those who were pelting the water at the minister and member of parliament, they have Ghana cards. So why were they pelting water at him? It is because that claim is not actually correct. And you see, we live in a country where people get to work tired, people get back from work tired because they are riding on bad roads, the trotros are rickety, they are not worthy of the road, and then by the time they arrive at work, they are tired. They work for a shorter period, by the time they ride back from work, they are tired, and they think they are working so hard. Yes, they are working so hard, but in the wrong country. Because if you wake up and by the end of the month, you have to spend all the money you have made on medical bills, and yet your DVL is demanding for roadworthy certificates, and you see some of the cars there, you have a problem. The ghetto will rise one day. The Ghanaian youth are becoming disappointed in the political class. That's dangerous. For them, people to pick pure water, hit their MP, and stand in front of cameras to say, yeah, it's shameful. It tells you that there's pent-up anger in the system. And that words and narratives and trying to whitewash and put a veneer on everything, it will not wash, it will not work. When people are hungry, people have real issues, you deal with the issues. You confront the issues. Mr. Seche Mesabons have been in parliament since when? About seven terms, right? And that Suame Road has been complained about over and over and over and over again. It becomes every election cycle, it becomes a campaign issue. The people have waited and waited and waited and waited. I'm saying this is happening in the stronghold of the NPP. You saw how the national elections results went. Dr. Dujen Fike NUS says it's a rejection of the Akufo-Addo administration. Because the purported people who the presidency and some key elements within the government were championing and fronting and following for were rejected flatly. Flatly. So now the conversation is this. Has the party moved away from the eastern region to the Ashanti region? I don't know. That's what they are saying. And what does that mean? And how does that mean that in the stronghold of the NPP, which is the Ashanti region, remember that at the last election, the NPP lost 2 more seats aside the one at Suame that we know that NDC has, Honorable Muntaka. 2 more seats out of the 47 went to the NDC. Now, if the people are asking their MP to leave, it's a problem. And this is where we need to sit down and ponder anew, ponder deeply. I said it here before. I said it last year when I started Johnny's Bite in October. I said there is pent-up anger in town. So it is not enough to say we admit that times are hard. We admit that times are hard. We acknowledge that times are hard. If you acknowledge that times are hard, tell us what you are doing to take the people out of those hardships, because you put the people there in the first place. And you see, the people know they cannot go and take it out on the president, who they voted for. But they know that Keanike, their member of parliament, will come to them. They will take it out of him. And that's what they did yesterday. I don't endorse the violence, but that's what they did yesterday. Then he played the video again. Played a video of the young man telling us how proud he was to have pelted his member of parliament with water. Play that video for me. And you see, when the people start speaking like this, this is where you want to see real action happening in their favor. When your people are demanding, and I'm saying, Mr. Boso comes to the table with a very peculiar situation. He's a leader in parliament. There's nothing that will be done in parliament without his input. He's a leader of government business. There's nothing that will leave the table of the executive to parliament without his eyes seeing them. And then he's also the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. He's a member of the executive. He sits at cabinet. So he better understands what I'm describing. I'm a novice in this field. He's the Oga Kwata Kwata. If now his people are pelting water at him, you imagine what will happen to you if you go also to your constituency. Because after the people finish voting for you, you have not even gone there. They invite you for funerals, you don't go. They invite you for weddings, you don't go. They invite you for parties, you don't go. Speech day, you don't attend anything. But before elections, you were doing all manner of things and making donations. Your people are waiting for you at home. They are waiting for you at home. May they not pelt you with water, but may they call you to a meeting to speak. And see, people are always eager to get into parliament. And he played a video for me. I'll talk about parliament shortly. Play the video for me.
Our roads are bad. We voted for development, but we are not seeing them. Even the road leading to the hospital is very bad. The artisans vowed.
They voted for development. They are not getting it. And I want to remind you, this is so this is like the Volta region of the NDC. If the NDC were in power and the people in Volta region are doing this, it's a wake-up call to the NDC. Now, if the NPP is in power and the Ashanti region, and we all know how Ashanti region decides in most of the cases in our election since 1992. If the Ashanti region now is raising red flags, the government needs to sit up, and maybe we need to stop seeing public officials and ministers and the MPs in government dancing at parties and as if nothing is happening. When you do those things, you anger the people more. When you do those things, you anger the people more. The people should, even if you have it, keep it and pretend you don't. But no, we still go around, flash and cash and throw things around. When the people start seeing it and they can't afford their regular fufu gobe, wache, omotuo, kenke, banku and the things, they will get angry at you. They'll throw pure water at you. Maybe, Honorable, it is you. That's why the police rushed in quickly. In all of the conversation, where's your MCE? People are chopping posts in this country and not doing what the post is requiring of them to do. Now your people are asking you, the people who voted for you, they are asking you questions not with their mouth, but with water. They are rebaptizing you. They are rebaptizing you. And yesterday, one of them mentioned Mr. Lawrence Ade. Yesterday, one of them mentioned your name. He didn't mention Oseche Mensah. One of them mentioned Honorable, it said Lawrence Ade. One of them in the videos. The ghetto will rise again. Let us not make the ghetto rise, because if the ghetto decides to rise, it will not be good for us. I said there is pent-up anger in the system. And we need to act quickly to bring it down. See something, say something, all of it would depend on how we are able to manage the emotions of the people. If the ghetto rises, it will not be good. So let the ghetto not rise, sir. Thankfully, you sit at 2 big tables. This is the time when you come back to Accra, sir, some bit of introspection and speak truth to power within your circles. The people are angry. The people have lost trust and confidence for the political class. Now, if you go on social media, say NDC and NPP, they are the same. The people are saying this. I'm telling you the thing that the people are saying. I've always said that, look, use your security people, properly trained intelligence officers, go into town and find out the info. Don't send those overly fed and macho people who have no training in intelligence. Don't send them out. Send the proper trained people, not the protocol, party, political, security people. No. Send properly trained people. Let them gather information for you. Quality information from the ghettos and the zongos, from the neighborhoods and the suburbs. And you know that what I've been saying and which I've been insulted for is the reality. Now, I said these things before. Yesterday, they are beating a member of parliament, a leader of government business, a minister of the republic with water, his own constituents. You go reach everybody. Good morning.
Living a life on the street, nobody care what we do, nobody care what we go through, nobody care.